Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are from. My name is Gary Gan, tuning in live from beautiful Malaysia. Let's give our MC a big round of applause. Let's Gan. Wow. Guys, I was sitting here, and while Lettice was welcoming everybody and welcoming the star and welcoming everybody, I can see people all over the world. Wow, let me have a look. Wow, we have people from, okay. Have you all put your location ready? You have Latvia, you have Cambodia, you have Malaysia. Anywhere else? Estonia. Amazing. We were just with a couple from Estonia just like last week. Oh my God, Estonia. And a good friend of mine, Vishen Lakiani, the founder of Mind Valley. The wife is from Estonia. So amazing. Fantastic. Wow. Okay, Latvia from Riga. Okay, capital city of Latvia. Awesome. So while I was seated here and listening to Lettice welcoming everybody, and I realized that, wow, can you imagine we have been doing this interview with the stars running for the last, now is our ninth year, every single month. Amazing, right? Wow. So that's the reason why people say, if you want to conquer the world, or you want to do something really big, it all starts with the first step. You just need to take a step at a time. You can't see the whole journey, but it's okay. Just take a step at a time. And I remember like 9 years ago, why I do this was because I started the Energic business way back 15 years ago. And those guys, those were the days, we call it the Stone Age, or the pre-internet age, or the dinosaur age, whatever you want to like to call it. All right. And so communication wasn't that easy. I still remember when I started Energic, people were not even posting anything on Facebook. Facebook wasn't that popular, maybe in Asia. We still were watching the demo videos, the product demo videos on DVDs. Um, and therefore, we could not get a lot of interaction, especially from people outside of the Asia region. So I come from Malaysia, it's a Southeast Asia country. So we do not hear anything from people like from the Western side, from America, from Europe, from Australia. So we don't hear them. And I was telling myself, because in my case, I was pretty blessed in a very, very short period of time. I made it to the very top ranks in this business called Energic. Um, and and I said, if there's one thing I can do to contribute back to the Energic market, I would like to bring more information, more success story. And that point of time, there wasn't any interview, there wasn't any podcast, there wasn't any, to be frank. Okay, now this is something that I felt very blessed. The team that we started, if you have checked out our Facebook page, is called Kangen Power Team International. Now, Kangen Power Team was formed 15 years ago. It was the first Energic official team by a distributor, because before then there wasn't any team. Everybody was just on their own name. Like if you heard of Cynthia Briganti, JV Pacifico, Romy Vadera, Daniel Dimercalli. This was all the stars in Energic. So me being involved in network marketing, I realized the importance of having a team. There's always a saying, teamwork makes the dream work. So with this team, I told myself that, if only I can bring all these things to the world, to the global scene. And therefore, that's when I started to do this podcast, or this interview with the stars. And guys, can you imagine? It has been 9 years now, and I've interviewed all the who's who in Energic. So if y'all want to see who are the people who have been interviewed in this interview with the star in the last 9 years, Lettice will be putting the Kangen Power, the YouTube link. Okay, we have a YouTube archive. You can go in. It's free for anybody. You may not even have to be in my team. Okay, you can just go into my YouTube channel. I've interviewed whether they are stars in the offline world, okay, or they are stars in the online world. Everyone is in the YouTube channel. Now, if your name is not there and you are one of the top leaders, I guarantee sooner or later, you will be there. All right. So that's just a little thing that I want to share with you all, because while I was sitting there, I was like, wow, and I've only one intention. If today's session, can touch somebody's life somewhere out there, that's already my duty to the creator, to the creation of this world, because there's always a saying, we are so blessed, and it's so blessed for me to bless others in return. And just very quickly before I bring on the star for tonight, wow, this amazing person, I just want to say one thing. All right, now, sometimes through our life, through our journey, we may think that we are just doing normal thing. Okay, we may just think that something that we do is just very normal, nothing big to shout about. But do you know, sometimes some things that you think is very normal could be the very thing that changes someone's life somewhere out there. It could also be that's one thing that prevented that person from giving up, from losing it all, and continue on and be where they are today. Now, I want to just share a very quick experience, is because 2 years ago, we just attended Enegic's 50th anniversary in Okinawa. Any one of y'all in this room has been to that event? Give me a 1 on the chat button. Any one of y'all went to that event in Okinawa? Give me a 1 if you have attended. It was like, I don't know. I think there was like, I think something like 10, 15,000 people in that arena. Okay, there was a big place. Now, I know there's so many people there and so many things going along. There are so many people who came and see me. They saw me on YouTube. They followed my Instagram, my Facebook. But I remember one guy. I think he's from India. I don't remember him, but he came to me. He's a thin guy. I still have a video that he sent to me. And he says, he came to interview me, and he came and hugged me. I don't even know who is he. He hugged me. He thanked me so much, and he actually put me on video and says that, Mr. Gary, whatever you do, do not ever stop doing your interview with the Star Series, because that's the video I first got on, and I started sharing to my team, and my team has been growing month after month, year after year. I think he's now at least a -2, if not a -3. Okay, so amazing. So sometimes we think, okay, this may just be another talking series. I'm just talking to somebody is sharing something. You never know. This video, this information, this very normal thing, we call it, may be the catalyst that will change somebody's lives out there. So I hope you guys, are y'all ready to rock with me? If you are, give me a 5. Come on, guys. High five. Give me a 5. Give me a 5 on the chat button. High five. All right. Okay. So without further ado, guys, today we have a superstar. Okay. So when I first heard about this lady, her name, Taiga. I don't know if it has any resonance, but in this place in Malaysia or Asia, Taiga is like tiger, wow, aggressive, power, active. I'll do whatever it takes until I get it. Wow. Okay, so then I heard the second name after Taiga. I heard the second name. She is from Latvia. Okay, now why does this name resonate so much with me? It's because apart from my friend's wife, Vishen Lakiani's wife is from Latvia. We met an amazing couple, which we attended a very good self-development program called Millionaire Mind Intensive program just 1 week ago. We met a very lovely couple from Latvia. But my first remembrance of this name, Latvia, is because my idol when I was young is an actor by the name of Jackie Chan. I'm not sure if you've heard of Jackie Chan, famous actor, famous. Okay, so he's my idol. When I was young, I love Jackie Chan. Jackie. I wanted to be like Jackie, Drunken Master. So I remembered he made a movie, and that movie is called The Armor of God. And he says that, and that's the movie he nearly lost his life because he jumped on the tree broke and he fell and all the blood was coming out. He nearly died. There's a story, you can check it out. And he said that movie was shot in Latvia. And from then on, I always remember, and I told myself, if there's a chance one day, I want to go to Latvia. All right, so this lady is amazing. She comes from the place my idol was filming the show, and yeah, and she amazing. The other thing that I found out is she is a mom of four beautiful children. So guess what? How many children do I have? Four too. So I've got three girls and one boy. All right. So and yeah, and lately I'm not sure why, but every single interview with the stars lately, especially with the online community, is so many ladies. So I guess now is the lady power. That's why I keep telling all my community leaders and partners now. I say, if you want to look for a superstar, first criteria, make sure they are ladies. Because now it's a lady power. Okay, so without further ado, guys, let's put our hands together and welcome the one and only from this beautiful country, Latvia, Miss Taiga. Woohoo! Hi, Taiga.
Hi, Gary. Oh my God, what an introduction.
Uh, I hope that brings a lot of warmth to freezing Latvia now.
Brings a lot of warmth and the sun, and you are sunshine yourself. I
Thank you.
remember, yes, I remember I met you and like this just a year ago.
Yes.
And I want to mention the power of events because if I wasn't there, we wouldn't be here probably today
Wow.
yet.
Wow. Okay.
So we
Amazing.
started to talk, and actually, you, Gary, have an amazing photo with many Latvian ladies. I will send it to you later. We
Oh,
took
thank you.
one, we took one right just after event
Okay.
in Tenerife last
Okay.
year. So I'll share it with you later on.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So thank you
Beautiful.
so much for the introduction. And as you have your idols from the childhood, we all do,
Right.
we all do. And as you mentioned, you're a dad of four children, same
Yes.
as I am, and actually three girls and one boy, same here, which
You
is
three same. Exactly the same. Three
yes,
girls, one boy.
yes.
Wow, talk about coincidence.
So the
Amazing.
most,
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, so anyway, Taiga, before we go on, firstly, as usual, I'd like to say on behalf of myself, on behalf of Kangen Power Team, on behalf of everyone in this Zoom right now, and on behalf of everyone that will be watching this recording on YouTube, I'd like to say a big thank you. I know you are a very busy person with all the schedules, with all your community members that you have to look after. Thank you so much for spending some time to share with us some tips and some information that may possibly change someone's life out there. Thank you so much. Thank you. By the way, how do you, is there a local language in Latvia for thank you? How do you say
yes,
it?
paldies.
Paldies?
Exactly.
Paldies.
Pal-
Paldies.
yeah.
Paldies. Taiga. Paldies. Okay, so Taiga, the little that I hear about you, I know you were at the last event in Tenerife, and then after that, I've been hearing some buzz and hearing that, hey, Latvia, before that, I didn't hear much about Latvia, especially in Egypt. Then I hear Latvia, and then the waves of impact went to Latvia. And then I hear a lot of things happening, and like you are the key person that is, exploding the market there. So, but sometimes a lot of people, especially like same like you, like in my case, a lot of people said, Gary, of course, probably you are born in wealthy family or you got some special thing. But a lot of us knows that a lot of the successful people today, we're just ordinary, like me, ordinary, high school graduate, something like this. So may we know who is Taiga before Energic? Okay, before this whole Energic thing, who is Taiga? Yes.
Okay, yes, thank you, Gary. This is an amazing question, and I really want to first start with the gratitude to you,
Okay.
as Lettis and you reached out, and I have this possibility to share the knowledge that is my really true experience. And if this can serve anyone, that is all point. And right before this interview, I remembered what Mr. Shiro said. He said he wants to see the smiling faces instead of unhappy faces. And that's why we have an adjective these days. And I think I just go on with the same values that, oh my God, if I can see people smiling and they have tears in their eyes and they are so grateful for every Zoom call we have, for every life challenge they face, and they do truly see that they are not alone. That's the biggest gratitude, and that's the thank you I can bring to Enagic and to Mr. Chiron, to all his family, that we have this opportunity to go into it. But about me, who is Taiga? I remember myself as a little child playing and always protecting animals, like frogs and cats and everyone else. And I always had this feeling, one day when I was a little girl, I was thinking, oh my God, I'm going to create this, I'm going to do this. World seemed such an amazing playground that you just want to be there. And there is like, for us children, there's nothing else than happiness. And then, of course, life brings us
Journey.
different happenings.
Journey.
Yes, and we might choose how we look at it.
Okay.
And that's where we get the experience from. And I can say I have grown my best childhood. I've been raised just by my mom. I never met my dad, but
Okay.
I'm here thanks to him, right? So I
Yes.
do have a dad. And I love him just differently. Maybe I can't hug him, but I know that, I just was meant to be here on the earth, and they both brought me here. So I'm very grateful for my mom who read me the stories every evening and who went to work. I saw how hard she worked. I saw her money mindset, that money comes hard, which is nothing wrong with that. It's just the opportunity to see different here as we learn on a way.
Mm.
And the most grateful thing with Mr. Shiro and Ajik, and we all know that, is that I can give back now to my mom and I
Wow.
can support her,
Wow.
and I can start helping elderly people because I have a huge dream. Like, it's not huge, it's just a value dream to open elderly people houses in Latvia, to give people the space where they can leave this earth side in a very grateful, careful, like somebody cares, right? And they all
Yes.
drink magic water and
Okay.
they just have this longevity.
Right.
So that's Taiga, and I've always knew that, I think it's all of us. I believe it truly is. If we look back and we remember our childhood, is that we are here to serve.
Yes.
And when I started an Energetic Journey, it was like, oh my God, I just see the way out to something meaningful.
Okay.
And if you would ask me the question, why network marketing?
Yes.
I can't even answer because it's not a network marketing to me. It's
Okay.
just a name given.
Okay.
But remember, Mr. Shiro said he just want to see the smiles on people's faces.
Yes.
So I didn't know what network marketing is. I
Okay.
just saw the possibility for
Right.
myself
Right.
first. I was like, oh my God, this is a missing piece of the puzzle.
Wow.
Water, people,
Wow.
mentors. You have
Wow.
so many people ahead.
Yes.
I am learning not from the schools anymore. I am learning from people. And it just
Fantastic.
all clicked. And everyone might have difficulties at the beginning, like,
Yes.
okay, what's gonna my family say? What's this? I told my husband, as today, I remember, I was like, with your support or without, oh my God, I'm creating freedom for us. So you can spend more time with children, so we can be different, so we can, we can do everything opposite that, society does. So I
Right.
was already home birthing kids. I was already homeschooling. I
Okay.
was just not being able to give my children the world, to see more of the world. And I was saving money to go to travel. And it was hardly one time a year, because when we would go on a travel, then it would be, we're there, but we don't have enough to buy ice cream maybe twice a day. It's just one time a day. But
Okay.
you have, and you're still like, kind of, you go and you figure it out how you make it the best. But I got to say so many no's to children, and it broke my heart.
Right.
Like, one day I'll figure all this thing out. I'll figure out that.
Oh,
So I found the magic.
okay.
And it's, why do I believe in it? Because look at Mr. Shiro.
Yeah.
If you look in
Amazing.
person's eyes, if you are vulnerable yourself, and we all are,
Hmm.
it's just maybe sometimes we spend not enough time with ourselves,
Right.
but we all are. Then you feel it. You feel it with your heart. And of course, first we see the possibility for ourselves. But as I grew, now, 3 years from when I started in 2022, summer, now it's 3.5,
Okay.
it's about the people that
Yes.
I I really not want, but desire. I desire them to see this happiness that I have now by
Wow.
myself, and the gratitude, like, I go in this gratitude mode,
Yes.
and I just feel it. And now I really desire it for each of my team. And I see many of my team are here.
Yes.
I
Amazing.
love you guys. Yes. And now it's time about them, right, Island? Yeah, showing the heart. And now it's the time to show what I have been doing. Like, we all have this, everything is here.
Right.
And the most beautiful thing is that we get to do it our own way, just following the policies and procedures. We have the best support from the offices.
Right.
Like, you get the emails back, you
Yep.
get this, and sometimes maybe if you don't, just find a way, call the office. So
Yes.
I did it all these ways, and Magic is the most supportive office we get to deal with. I have
Wow.
Island here that, so many issues. We have just Island just went through more questions, and Magic is so coming back. We've
Right.
never seen it anywhere else. Like, every person who is behind the scenes in the offices who do the work for us, imagine all those stocks and everything.
Mm.
We just get to share what we love here. And if people ask me, well, how do I start? Like, what
Mm.
do I do? I see it, I want it, but I'm kind of feel stuck. I don't know where to start.
Yes.
So we go back. I was like, what do you like here? What is something, like, 3 things you love here? And people say it.
Okay.
And then I wrote it down. And I was like, that's all you share. That's
Wow.
all you share.
Okay. Thank you, Taiga. That was so beautiful. Yes, I can resonate with you, especially when you talk about Mr. Oshiro. He is one man that just keeps giving. It's like, well, who is actually giving to him? I'm just wondering. It's like unlimited, it just gives and gives and gives and gives. So it's so beautiful. And yeah, you are also right that if, like in your case, this is probably your first network marketing company, it doesn't matter what you call it. But if this is it, then we are so blessed because this is the best that you can ever find on planet Earth. I always tell people, I said, you have found the rest. Forget about the rest. You have found the best. Forget the rest. Okay, so Taiga, I just want to go back a little bit to ask you. So, how did you found Energic? Is it also just like any like the other online community where you saw an ad or something like that? How you found it?
Okay, this is a great question
Okay.
because this is the power of internet these days. We start using it as a tool. So it was me also. I saw this family like they're everywhere, they just popped out and they are everywhere in the world. And I really wrote them a message. I really have this message still this day. I even made a
Okay.
post. I was like, "Hi, I see you are like, Stockholm, like you're in Sweden, Bali, you're like Thailand, you're everywhere, but you don't seem like millionaires. And I just wonder, would you share what do you do in life? You know, what is it? What is it?" And I just follow them because they had a baby. I'm doula. I love the babies and everything.
Hmm.
And they were about to give the birth, and then the year has passed, and they're still there. And I just, what are these people do? And they start popping up, like,
Okay.
So that's how I started to follow them. And long story short, they answered me. They were like, "Hey, just take a look at this webinar. If you like it, start learning. You can have the same."
Okay.
Gary, I looked at the webinar,
Okay.
zero understanding. I understood nothing what they were talking about. Social media marketing, something. But you know what?
Okay.
I saw the freedom they have.
Yeah. The results.
Yes. So I didn't care. I don't know.
Okay.
I bought a course and I just knew that there is something in there. There's the key to what
Right.
they have.
Right.
I didn't question myself. Should I buy? Should I not? No, look, they have it. They said
Right.
there's something in there. So I did exactly the steps. I went through 4 modules of
Okay.
self-discovery process that we have. It's beautiful. You reflect on where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Then I saw so much knowledge about the water. And
Mm-hmm.
then I saw this compensation plan. I was like, this is
Crazy.
it. This
Crazy.
is it. And it taught me that I can do the same, that people will come to me.
Right.
So since then, I've had people coming to me through the ads. Since
Wow.
then, I have the mouth while
Okay.
I'm building online. We can always talk what we love here,
Right.
right? Or why we want to join. If we're
Right.
still thinking,
Right.
what keeps it in my mind? Like, what is it that doesn't, something's there. Like, people now come back to me after 3 years, Gary. We had a
Right.
call years ago,
Three
like
years
from,
ago.
yes, and they would come back. Okay, Taiga, I think I'm ready. I was like, okay. Or they would come after 2 years.
Okay.
People are watching us.
Right.
That's the power of social media. If you share from your heart
Okay.
the real life, you can share your values.
Okay.
And that's the most important, authentic way back to yourself. If you share
Okay.
your values and you're true to yourself, people feel it. We all feel this energy. If
Right.
people, like, we can always say, oh, there's fake people, there's this. But, when you go to some profile, you can feel, does it, I want to be here or I don't. So
Right.
that's how people feel us. And we can all choose who we are, or we can rewrite our story. We can tell who we were, and now I'm changing like I did. I was
Right.
Gary so much waiting for my husband, like, to take me out to dates, to do this. I was so much waiting, like that I got myself into this what is it called in English? Like in the mood of, oh, no one, he doesn't care, and he just I told so many stories to myself which is not
Right.
even true. I was
Okay.
just making up the movie. And then
Right.
I learned, thanks to Energy, that you know what, you just do it yourself, what you want everyone else to do for you.
Fantastic.
Everything shifted.
Fantastic. Okay.
Every,
Uh, good explanation there, Taiga. That's gold. That's worth in gold. So you said that you don't understand anything when you go into it, and but what you like was the freedom. So the question is this okay? Is Energic the first online ads that you saw that you went and you joined, or you have seen other ads apart from Enagic? That means other company that people does, or this is the one and only you saw it, you like it, and you join, and it's Enagic. Oh,
Yeah, I just saw people,
okay,
and I didn't even know what ad is back then, Gary, like 3 years ago, like, because I
right,
wasn't there. I was like mom,
okay,
birthing kids and,
right,
emotional support. And I was
right,
just scrolling. Instagram was like my album. I would just put like some pictures,
okay,
album. It wasn't,
okay.
and I was trying to figure out what do these people do that it can be their lifestyle. Like, when
Wow,
I looked at some, I had no clue. The
wow,
only thing that I did 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when my fourth child was born,
okay,
I told myself, I'm not going back to work. I'm going to find a way.
wow,
So since then, I saw this picture on
wow,
internet. You know, I saw the picture of computer and some cocktail on the beach. I took that picture. People were talking like you can manifest. I didn't know what it means,
okay,
and they would say, just take some pictures, and that
right,
I still have them on my phone, Gary.
wow,
I didn't know what it is. Like, oh, that would be life. I don't
yes,
know what it means, but it's just, I didn't even have a laptop. I was like,
right,
wow,
wow,
a laptop and somewhere where it's warm, wow, that would be life. Like
yeah,
that's amazing. So long story short, once you have the vision, once
yes,
your brain knows where it should go, where it will go, the
okay,
things start happening into your life, right?
yes,
And I was like, oh my God, so I should take some steps, but what do I do? So I wrote to, before Enagic, it was those 5, 6 years ago, I even wrote to one journal. I was like, okay, maybe I can write articles. And
right,
they were like, what will you write about? And I sent my writings because I love to write. I also described that, one day I'm going to have this job where I write and I get paid for that. And I didn't
wow,
know what it is. So I got denied. I got refused. Like, no, no, no. I was like,
okay,
okay, this is no. And then these people came. And
yes,
now, today I'm writing. I'm really getting paid for it because I'm sharing the value.
amazing,
Only those people who resonate
yes,
now are welcome in my team. My What I learned through these 3 years,
yes,
that we all desire to make the first sale,
right,
right? Which is
right,
totally okay because it's the feeling, oh my God, I really, then the belief system even, builds stronger.
yes,
That this is
yes,
so real. But then I realized that I never classified people who I want to work with. I just welcomed everyone.
everyone,
Yes, which is totally good because they're creating their own teams now. And they
okay,
have separated. First, I was worried about it. Then I spoke with my mentor, and he was like, Taiga, that's how it's supposed to be. I was like, I just thought I'm not good enough. So he's like, no, it's
right,
totally fine. So
right,
these days, when people come, I was like, okay, do you want it to be all in? Do you want it
okay,
to be a hobby? Or do you want to just drink water and see if you want to share it?
okay,
And then I know how to work with people. Then I know what kind of support I
yeah,
can provide and what they are able to take, right? Because
right,
first, I treated everyone like Taiga because I was like, oh my God, this is the ticket. Oh my God, guys, don't you see what I see? This is the golden egg. We have
yeah, right,
which is so true. It's
yes,
just we just can't yet believe it. And what I now teach people to start believing in themselves
yes,
because we have lost this belief somewhere in our lives. And now it's coming back time. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to start this little baby steps. We're going to start believing yourself. We're going to
right,
start allowing ourselves to write down the goals. And
right,
sometimes Island knows she's here. Sometimes I would give some tough love, which is love, but which is really like, you know what? You're not giving up. You just you're going. You never give up because we're working together.
yes,
you are the first one in Estonia, like the only one for me. There are some other girls from other communities and they beautifully create. But I was like, you're the only person I know. We're going there. And to everyone, like when people realize they have a vision, which is also such a road to have vision, because we don't allow ourselves to dream big. It's not a dream. Everything that lives in our head is our reality.
Right.
We're just so scared of something, something happens, we just disbelieve, but this life is one and precious, and we never know how many more days, hours, decades we have. So just start believing. And the very good way that helped me is by seeing elderly people leave this earth side, and they would tell me all the answers. They were like, I regret not doing this. I regret working so much. I regret not seeing my loved ones. These
Mm.
are the answers. Like wherever you imagine yourself when you are there,
Yeah.
on your timeline, crossing
Yes.
yourself. What is it that I haven't done?
The
So these are the
regrets.
answers. Yes,
Yeah.
these are the answers that we get to do today, all of us.
Wow. 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 So beautiful. Thank you, Taiga. That's really eye-opening. Yeah, I remember, I think I spoke to my son. Yeah, he's also on the Zoom call right now, Gareth. I remember I told him that there is one thing in him or any young people right now that's watching, that everybody that is in their final years, or even me, not just final years, even me, would definitely want is their youth right now. So I said, you are living the dream that we want now, but we can't go back. But you are now. I said, make full use of it, do the best that you can, materialize everything you want. Okay, that's really an eye opener. Taiga, just a question which I like to ask all the, especially the internet community. Like in your case, you saw the ad and you went in the video and all that. And I believe you came in with either a trifecta or a quad, right? You didn't just come in with one. So, was the money, as in, was the investment to come in that amount, was it a big thing or is just normal for you? Or was it something that you really need to put a lot of effort to come up with that investment to come into Energic? Yeah.
Yes, very amazing question. Love it. Every time I love it because it's how we see it.
Yes.
If I want to figure out my own business, I will need 10, 20, 30K or and the office and this is like, oh my God, and I will never be present with my kids. My goal was to be a present mom, to stay at home. I didn't think about travels yet. I was just, I want a job where I can do it from home. And I want to be I want to own my hours. I want to decide that when my kids get sick, I'm always there for them.
Yeah.
Always. Non-negotiable. Mom is
Okay.
there, there's food, there's everything.
Okay.
So when I saw the possibilities, Gary, I had no idea what it means because there was no one who explained me. I went through it all by myself. So there was little, medium, big. I was like, what do we do? Medium, trifecta. Had no idea. I have some
Wow.
new renewals. Had no idea what I have to. What is it?
Okay.
Afterwards, I found out about Yukon renewals. I was like, okay, if it's like this, I'm just gonna do it. Just let me go and do the thing,
Yes.
and I'm just gonna go and learn.
Right.
Today, with my mind, I would have started with quad because quad is the way to give the machine, even if you feel scared yet to give the machine to try out. I encourage people ask me and my husband now because now he's in the business too. It took him half a year to understand what it is. So we have three machines and we share two
Wow.
machines and we have two showers and we share one shower to people. So we
Wow.
give the whole complex. So we do it online. I do it online and we also do it offline. And I
Wow.
get to meet wonderful people offline, which is in Latvia. And we even did an offline in Estonia a couple times.
Wow. Amazing.
Uh,
Amazing. So yeah,
yes,
Taiga, just wanting to dive deeper, do you guys in Latvia have like any financing plan for investments like this, or is it just a one-time cash thing, or what?
Okay, so for myself, it was I didn't have savings. That's why I was like, okay, what do I do? I asked my husband, do we have anything that, I could use? Like, nope. I was like, okay, another no. Then I was like, okay, every no is closer. Yes, every no is closer to yes. Every no is closer. So I got the investment from 0 to 7, 8K in a month.
Wow.
Gary, I
Wow.
made videos. I have relatives in America. I sent those videos to my relatives
Okay.
asking to loan me for a couple of years this money.
Wow.
Harry, they all said no. And
Wow.
then I understood my mistake. I sent it to my relatives who are exactly as I am, employees.
Wow. Okay.
Why would they understand? It's
Yes.
a risk. Never ever take risks. I was
Yes.
like, hey, I remembered that in my neighborhood, I have business people who live there.
Right.
Send them a message with a video, ask them, and they're like, let me think.
Yes.
Next day, I said, okay, yes, I see the sparkle in your eyes. You're going to make it. Today's I have water machine. Today's I have a nice, but today's they have Guard. They see the value.
Wow.
They're investors.
Amazing.
So
Wow.
first they loaned me money. Then I think it was a year and a half in,
Okay.
they bought a machine. Later on, they bought an Espa. Then they bought a Guard.
And
Beautiful people.
they become your community.
Well, they don't come for the business, they came for products, but I suggested them to stay distributors. They trusted me on all the details. I was like, you just trust, they trust me. They have
Okay.
several businesses. I believe also in Malaysia, they do the lightnings and everything. Light company they have in Latvia. So they travel all around the globe
Okay.
and they have big visions in themselves, but that's also the opportunity where we are going to look for the money, where we look like we think. And now I can tell everyone who is looking for money, go to investors. Don't go ask your grandma or mom, because if they are not entrepreneurs, they might
Correct.
not get it because they want to protect us. So in Latvia, and we don't have such case with credit cards yet. Like you can go get credit card and this yet.
Right.
Like we haven't figured it out. You can't get like 10, 12K right away. So
Okay.
what we do, we have some financing options with the new entrepreneurs where you can get a loan.
Okay.
Then people figure it out on their own.
Okay.
There's of course bank. Bank is the last option that I tell. I was like, okay, if there nothing else works, then we go to bank.
Okay.
Some people, very few, maybe 1%, have some savings where they want to invest smart.
Okay.
Some people.
Okay.
And I have amazing team members who is like amazing. One particular amazing teacher, she was like, I just wanted to invest smart. Thank you so much, Taiga. I was like, oh my God. And now we're growing her 5 times commissions in within a
Wow.
year.
Wow, super amazing. So yeah, Taiga, thank you. Hey guys, are you getting a lot of value, guys? If you are getting a lot of value, give me a two. Give me a two on the chat group if you guys are getting a lot of value. Come, work your hands. Come on, guys, work your hands if you are getting a lot of value. See, a lot of time people will just think of excuses or whatever it is, challenges why they are not into something. Look, hey guys, a lot of time people are just thinking that, hey, the Westerners, the people in Europe, the people in America, they're all rich. Like as if there's no people, there's no money in Western country. No, look at Taiga. No. So, you know what no means? Dead, die. No. No means I will look for it. And she looked for it. But here's the trick. She tried to look for people who will not give. And it's not that they don't want to give, the same group of people. So if you are asking from a wrong group of people, they won't give you, and it's normal. Look for others. Again, the point is, are you as hungry as Tiger? If you are not, nothing is going to work. Even if you have the money in the bank and you put into your business, you're not going to do anything. So again, it comes with how much you want it. Are you going to do whatever it takes? And I believe Taiga, she has a real vision of wanting to spend more time with her kids, be at home, whatever it is. I mean, money, yeah, it's important, but it's not the most important. You can find it. So yeah, Taiga, thank you so much. Wow, that is so inspiring. I'm getting so much goosebumps now. Okay, uh, Taiga, let give us an idea. How is a normal day to you? Like, what do you do? How do you work your energetic business on a daily basis?
Yeah. Okay. So it has changed over the time, of course. And now, since I'm 3 years in, I'm learning new automation systems, which I'm going to have a call shortly after as well. I'm learning automation systems, how this business can work for me now. I still put in some hours a day. My work counts. Well, I don't know. Some people don't count it as work, but it's work on myself. So I wake up when it's winter time. I wake up 6 or 6:30. I do the priming or meditation. I do some yoga exercises for myself. I get myself in the cold shower in the mornings because it gives me the energy, and then I'm ready to prepare the kids for their day. And when kids go to schools, preschools now, because they were homeschooled until 4, and then they were 5, and then they started to ask, Mom, we want to go there, play with kids, and so on. So my privilege of today is that they tell me what time to pick them up, and I'm always there. Either sometimes they go for a couple hours, sometimes they go for the whole day. They tell me there's not that, I missed my mom when she would come and I would be the last one in preschool. And I know how it feels. So now my children get a chance to tell me, okay, what time do you want me to pick you up? And so they have it.
Right.
And what do? I walk in the forest. I I reply to some DMs because everything is automated now.
Okay.
Then I have people coming back to me, and then I have maybe 4 or 5 calls a day. No, another day, a week with my team who are really as hungry as I am. And we work on
Okay.
one to one. And it's like maybe one, maximum 2 calls a day because then I restart myself. I go walk in the forest and the money is floating in my bank account. And sometimes I would feel guilty. I did feel guilty. Everyone's working and I'm walking in the forest, and then, money is coming. But then I was like, Taiga, that was all the point. Now you show it to other people. And Gary, it's so amazing because you realize then it's not about you.
Yep.
It's about you just want to serve about those elderly people house that I want to build. I have an object that allows me to fulfill my life with the dream. My life in couple 2 3 years is that every Monday I'm gonna go and visit those people and I'm gonna build those houses. They are there and I'm gonna go visit them and listen to wise words of the people who have lived longer than I am. Then I'm gonna go see the horses because I'm about to start horseback riding. I know I'm gonna own it one day. I'm gonna help people who, the
Yes.
situations happen. And you can't call it work. It's not work. It's the magic that gives an magic that allows us to live the life
Yes.
and to really now I understand what Tony Robbins and Dr. Joe Dispenza, everyone talks about service. And I was like,
Yes.
oh my God, I get it now. It all starts with me because first I fulfill myself and I get the tools I learn. I still learn. I still have mentors. I
Yes.
learn all the systems, which are so confusing to me, but now I have team. Long-term vision, guys. Just look for the long-term vision. See,
Wow.
not 1 year, see 5, 10 years in front of you. You're going to have a team. You're going to have support. You're going to have assistant, bookkeeper, VA person on your Instagram. If you wish to learn how to run an Agic online, we can do another call. Like specifically what we do, how we do, how does Meta work today? You can all have a call with Meta. It's possible for everyone these days.
Wow.
And that's, I see one of my team, Zelma here, who was here. I was just looking for the person who will help me to run ads. And then she became a team. And, now she runs her own business. So
Wow.
it unites people, but with the similar values. And today, my job is work on myself
Mm.
so I can give to people. When I'm full, like, I am like satisfied, happy, really happy. And I still have what people call problems. Those are not problems, it's just the wrong wording. I really teach my team and myself to change the wordings. Like want instead of want, we use desire and,
Right.
and learn and all these everything from the people who are ahead of us where we want to be in different fields.
Wow.
I meditate daily. Dr.
Amazing.
Joe Dispenza is my teacher. I've
Okay.
been, there
Yeah.
to his Cancun retreats, and I see how we can all create our lives. And it's many ways. And I want to, the privilege we have here, there's no one system. There's every person is a system, their own system. And we get to live this life
Wow.
as we wish by following the teachers that we choose to,
Right.
and everyone is respected. and
Fantastic.
and
Yeah.
yes, the culture of ads is that these days is so amazing to connect with people. I just started talking with a girl and she was like, I just read Joe Dispenza book. I was like, okay, hello again. It just happens like that,
Right.
and
Right.
that's
Amazing.
the privilege of the advertisement world, that internet these days may work for us, not suck out of our time of the life.
Right.
And what I teach my kids is that, okay, mommy does this, I tell the truth. And look, this Instagram is where I share with
Right.
people. Mommy, are they going to have an magic water also? It's like, yes. Are they going to spend more time with their children? It's like, yes,
Yes.
exactly. That's what we're teaching. And that's what they get, and they understand that. But once they're home, there's like half an hour right away, one-to-one time to everyone. They soak me in
Wow.
because I give them me, full me, no phones, no distractions,
Yes.
and they guide me. And trust me, everyone who is parent here, kids do not require, they're like half an hour as they play with us, they lead us. And so it's like, that's it. That's all you need from me, just half an hour. Because I'm so fully present.
Right. Yeah. Not with them and playing the phone, right? Or look checking the phone, right?
And then you're in nowhere.
Yeah.
Nowhere is 100% present. It's
Correct.
better to, like, I find the value in provide, get your calendar, family in first,
Yes.
then everything else.
Oh,
Long-term vision.
perfect. Perfect. So, Taiga, after working with many people in your community, what do you think are the three main attitudes required for a person to succeed in this industry or in life or in our energy business? What do you think are the three main attitude you think a
Mhm.
person should have? What do you think?
First of all, it's a hunger, as you said, like huge vision, hunger, like, oh my God, I'm able to do everything what it takes. I'm going out of comfort already. I'm doing this, hunger,
Hunger,
consistency,
consistency,
consistency, never ever give up. Get every no as closer to yes.
right?
Hunger and consistency is the privilege. That's all you need. If you're not hungry, make yourself hungry. If you
Yes,
can't make yourself hungry, your vision is not big enough.
right.
Make a new vision, expand it, close your eyes, see it. You have it here. People call it dreams, but it's your future, it's your life. What's living here. So make it bigger, it will make you more hungry.
Right.
Then you will never ever say no to consistency. Just keep doing. Sometimes I would question myself, what do I do today? I feel low. When you feel the lowest, when life gets you in the waves, I've been there.
Yes.
I always put couple hours aside. It was like, Taiga, put the life here. Worry time is not today, like not now. And I'm in the business. Everything else is shut out. The life.
Okay.
Never. ever I quit on the hardest days of my life. I've had those. Last year was the most challenging year in my relationship. We separated
Oh,
with my husband,
oh,
and it was really, really separated. It was so true. I came back to myself.
okay.
Oh my, like it was so I never ever left the business out. I could have gone like, oh, life is happening. No, every day, 2 hours. Gary, I did even set the timer for the worry time. If I worried in the morning, I was like, no, no, Taiga, from 3 p.m. to 3:15, it's your worry time. And then when the time would come, I would laugh because there was nothing to worry about anymore. So I had my worry time in my schedule. If I want to
Wow,
worry, there's a time, but I would never let it go in my brain in the morning.
wow,
And
wow,
you are alone, just learning to be alone, enjoying the hardest days of your life
wow,
that builds you in the totally new version that you really desire to become. These
wow.
tools are available to everyone. We just find them in different ways, all of us.
It takes a
But
lot of discipline to do that, huh?
discipline is the consistency.
Yeah.
Yes. Calendar. Show me your calendar and I can show you, like, I can tell you about your life, right?
Okay, yeah, I want to go just a little bit deeper a bit. When you say consistency, in your case, what kind of consistency work? Is it content creation, doing a lot of ads, following up, calling? What kind of consistency when you say consistency?
So when I say consistency, it starts with the evening when I go to bed with the gratitude, which
Okay,
I do together with my children
okay.
because they
Gratitude
keep
before
they
daytime,
so if I want to give up on myself, which I never do, but if people want to give up on themselves, they will never give up on their children. So I was like, we do the gratitude together with children. So what was about today that, and they usually forget. They're like, I don't remember. I was like, okay, then my question is not good enough. So they can't, I just, do the question differently. The consistency starts with the morning. If I set up the alarm and I wake up before the alarm, I'm on the track, and it starts with the morning routine that I will not give up on it. And sometimes if life happens and I do, for example, weekends, you can say, I'm going to be consistent 5 days a week, and Saturday, Sunday, I deserve, like, I make myself feel that, okay, these are the days I will relax, but I don't on Saturdays. I still do the calls on Saturdays because that's the time when no one distracts us. Saturday mornings are our community calls
right?
when family sleeps, early mornings. So, and it starts with the morning. Then I promised myself to read a book. Like it's daily, consistent, like everything that requires for your growth. It's the physical activity or what the least is the walk, like for an hour. Then it's 10 pages of the book or an hour of the book. Then it's the gratitudes. I start my morning with the gratitudes after my workout in the morning and cold shower.
Mhm.
And then it's replying to people. Some people, like now it's more automation, but early stages it was just leads, and now content is being done by an amazing girl. I don't do it anymore, but I did it at the very beginning, so it was the content time.
Okay.
And when I thought I did not have time, because I started to do Enagic when I was still breastfeeding Audrey, when I was full time home with all the kids, and my husband would go to his work, like, do his own thing in the morning.
Mhm.
5 a.m., she would breastfeed, and then they have these 2 hours sleep. They were like all in. I would
Okay.
tell my husband, okay, I'm gonna go now to do that on like my business. So it was from 5 to 7 in the morning, sometimes 4:30 to 7. And then it was around 9, 10-ish in evening because during the daytime I wouldn't have time to do my own activity. So sometimes they were sick. I would put them in bed 9 p.m. It was so hard to get out of the bed. I got myself out of the bed with the tears in my eyes and I went outside, rode my bicycle for 45 minutes or 2 hours because that was what I promised to myself. Came back home, my eyes were shutting down. I was reading the book
Wow.
and then I would go to bed. Those are the only times I had the time for myself because during the day I was with the kids,
Okay.
cooking, cleaning, outside time,
Right.
zoo, this and this and this.
Right. So you were okay. So guys, I guess this is very important because a lot of time we think, I mean, this is a very good example. A lot of time we think that in our energetic business, we have to make a lot of calls, we have to make a lot of physical sales related action. But what Taiga has just gave us so clearly is that personal development and what you are doing for yourself, the gratitude session that she's talking about, the non-stop reading at least 10 pages a day, the physical exercise. You see, a lot of people will be thinking like, what is this has to do with more sales, more success? But these are the very thing that is very crucial in your business. And she specifically mentioned consistency. Remember, when things are not working out, when the times are difficult and tough, the consistency of working on yourself is more important so that you will be more refined for your business. Perfect example. I like that. I like that, Taiga. You just hit it spot on, and that's the reason why you are getting all these results you are getting today. Fantastic. Wow, Taiga. I mean, time just flies by, just like that. While we are having so much fun. Amazing. Okay, Taiga. Let's just say before that what you just shared was amazing. So, guys, I can see a lot of my team as well from Cambodia. I just want you all to remember what Taiga has just mentioned just now. Maybe you all have been working too hard on the sales part of Energic. You have neglected to work on yourself. Maybe you have not been doing something to enhance your mindset, your heart set. Maybe the gratitude part, you have forgotten about it. Maybe you have not been learning more to develop yourself. Maybe the physical part, why not start doing all this and start the consistency back? You may start to see bigger results coming to your life. You may see doors opening to you that they have never opened before. You may see people attracted to you where you never imagined they will come to you before. Try this. Taiga has shown the example. Amazing. Thank you, Taiga.
Definitely. Yes,
Taiga,
Gary.
yeah.
Yeah, I just
Wanted to say
want to
something?
mention that my mentor Balas once told us in the
Oh,
mentorship call, where I also woke up at 1 a.m. in the morning and was there until 4 a.m., then would wake up at 6 a.m. to get the kids to school. So this is a different story. But he said, if you are having sales in the first year, you're just lucky. First year is the year when you learn. And now I tell the team who are coming, I was like, are you willing to learn? Are you willing to learn? Because we have so many beautiful, we have one especially beautiful story with Eileen. I know she's one day she's gonna share how it took her 2 years to get to her first sales, but how she went up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and now she's 3A, and it's beautiful. The journey, I think she would never ever change for anything. The journey, because she, we are not yet able to help if we're not there ourselves. So
yes.
first we get ourselves there. We never give up on ourselves. We show ourselves the consistency. Only then when we can expect that for others. And magic is not about sales. And
Yes.
magic is not about sales. And magic is about people who see the more value than sales. It's the high quality life we get to live with the magic. High quality mindset. Well, high quality, I'm saying because it resonates with people. People know those words. But actually, it's a vulnerability, it's wealth, it's abundance, it's everything. So why don't we just, go and show people what it is, starting with ourselves? And that starts with discipline. If I did give up on those evenings and early mornings, I would not be here today.
Yes.
Never ever. I
Amazing.
was just doing the things that were said in a study platform that Balazs told me, do this, this, this. I didn't think about sales. I didn't know how it will happen. I saw the vision, it's happening. I saw the vision hugging Mr. Shiro. Gary, I got an invite. I'll see you in Okinawa. I'm going to be there by his birthday. I got an
Amazing.
invite. I just can't believe. I wish,
Fantastic.
but I didn't know it was so now. It's
Yes,
just,
yes, yes.
I,
They said you see it in your mind before you see it in your hands.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
then you know where to go. You just set it in your mind,
yes,
and it's reverse engineering. And I
Fantastic.
can be very grateful. I have the best mentors, Nate, Balas,
Yes.
Ryan, Dr. Joe Dispenza,
Wow.
Tony Robbins, everyone I could name, Jay Shetty. We
Wow.
all have the tools available.
Amazing.
Podcasts are free of charge. Your now podcast. I already put it in my chat real quickly, copied, put that people can just learn, take the knowledge, then meet one day, network, learn
Yes.
from each other because we somehow like so many communities, but now it's time to, for me, I have the feeling that it's time to unite because Enagic
Yes.
is one. Enagic is one after all. And we get
Exactly.
the chance to, have new friendships like
Yes.
I do with Lettice and with you and with, every person I meet at the events.
Yeah. Fantastic. You are so right. You are so right, Taiga. Many years ago, when I was also starting out in life and in network marketing, my mentor used to tell me, he says, if you can't see it in your mind, it will never happen in your life. Because you're gonna, where you going, where you're hitting, and always he always reminded me of the story. He says, you have the best car in the world, it's loaded with petrol, okay, you have the keys, you go in and you start the car, it is, the engine is started, but you are not stepping on the gas, you are not going anywhere. Or you step on the gas and you don't know where you are going. You are just going to go around your neighborhood, going up and down the hill and down and up. And you will end up without petrol and not going anywhere. Wasted time, wasted money, wasted effort. So you are super right. And I'm so excited to see you in Okinawa.
So
Okay, yeah. Le- Uh, my last question actually for tonight. Time has just passed up by so fast. If you have a chance, okay, to go back to 3 years ago when you started the Enagic business, but this time with everything that you have, with everything you know about Enagic, about self development, about your learnings from all the mentors, with everything you know today, but this time you get to go back 3 years ago to where you started in Enagic. What would you do differently if you get a chance to go back?
Gary, I think I wouldn't because I love the
Okay.
way what it took.
Okay.
And like I remember those sleepless nights. I remember my tears, like, oh my God. But then, tears we have because it's meant for us to cry, right?
Yes.
And
Right.
I remember the challenges, the talks, and the people, and so many no's, and people laughing. And I really got the comments, Taiga, get back on the ground. And those faces, and I was like, in my mind, they just don't, Taiga, they just don't know. Yeah, what I'm very grateful that I did, though, is
Yes.
that right away I set myself the first goal to get in Balazs mentorship. That was my first goal. I
Okay.
saw him
Okay.
somehow, like while I was affiliating. I didn't know, you have recordings on Facebook. So I woke up in the nighttime to watch something. And he
Okay.
spoke about that, he's here for so many years and you get to do the, learn from him. I was like, what is this? So I signed up for a call and then I was like, oh my God, 2000 and oh my God. So I was totally like, okay, I set the goal. So
Right.
that I can tell everyone that was my best decision at the very start.
Right.
He's gotten like, and
When when
everything.
when you when you started that mentorship with Balas, what A were you? Were you already a 6A or
Nothing. I started the
nothing?
business.
Just
So I
started.
started,
Just
yeah,
started with a
I started the
trifecta. With
business.
a
Yeah,
trifecta.
I started the business with Trifecta. So I was like, okay, how do I make it happen? So I gave myself time half a year. In
Okay.
half a year by Christmas, I'm gonna be in Balas mentorship.
Okay.
And I had my quads coming in October. I was like, this
Wow.
is going to mentorship. So I got my mentorship. I was so happy.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Amazing. Amazing.
And
Wow. That's
wouldn't think I wouldn't
yeah.
just
Since we are on the topic on this mentorship and you contributed so much to especially joining Bala's mentorship. Yeah, Balas is a good friend of mine. In fact, if you were to go into the YouTube, there's one session that I did the interview with the stars with Balas as well. So as I mentioned, yeah, most of the superstars in Energic has been on my show. So anyway, are you able to share with everyone here why mentorship or having a mentor is so important in our success in our business and our life?
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Gary. That's an amazing question to end with. So we can all choose. We can go the long way, and that's totally fine. And you can go and figure it out on your own because there are people that want to go the long way. They want to learn everything, the details. That's all fine. I chose the shortcut, and no one else could provide it to me better than people who are successful in this exact area. I'm not talking about mentors like, other than in an magic. I'm talking especially those who know this path because they are giving, they are sharing, and really giving us the shortcut. They did it, they saw what works, what doesn't work, they go and analyze it. And it's just okay, the one breakthrough after another one. It's like unlocking, of course, of course, of course. And you just keep writing down for me that, the mentorship in Latvia was 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. I would run to the bed. I would tell my husband, "Oh my God, I know what we have to do the next." Oh my God. He was like, "Honey, can we do it in the morning?" I was like, "No, can I just share? It's so important." I was like, "Oh my God, so obsessed." So,
Right,
mentorship,
right,
if you find yourself, you want to move with support, with the knowledge, with really, here you are, but you get to do the work. You get to grow
right,
into leader yourself. Everything
right,
is given, but it's you. It's you. I am giving it to you.
right,
And it's so like valuable when people really like value your time because
right.
those who want to work, I am more than willing, more than open to give everything I have, all the love I have, because that's how I expand even to more love through the mentorships and through the who I am and how I build. And through there, they can find their own tools. Mentorship is something that I love doing and I love receiving both ways.
Amazing. Fantastic. So, guys, again, if you think having a mentor or getting mentorship is expensive, $2,000, guys, for Taiga to get on a mentorship from Balas. And mind you, she is under Balas community, okay? And she still have to pay 2,000. But that 2,000 today has brought her so much success, it is nothing. So again, guys, I think I remember I said I said something one day on a flyer. I said, uh, you either pay and you either pay and win or not pay and lose. You choose. You either pay and win or don't pay and lose. So there's no two ways about it. And very simple. Of course, you get mentorship from the right source. Again, don't simply get mentorship. Like somebody once told me, he says, you don't go and ask a comb from a monk. A monk no hair. Why you ask a monk for a comb? So make sure you get it from the right source. But if there's results from that people and it takes you some effort or a lot of effort, whether it's your time, your effort, your money, to get the results, to get the energy, to get the information, you do it. Because at the end of the day, you will win. So pay and win or not pay and lose. You choose. All right. So, wow. That's amazing. So beautiful. Thank you so much, Taiga. You have been such an amazing star. I know today we didn't ask all the questions like I usually ask my star, but you are very special today, Taiga. Just the few questions I asked you, you have not just given such amazing response, you have given us so much mind blowing inspiration and ideas. I think a lot of people tonight are not able to sleep anymore. They say if Taiga can do it, so can I.